Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to work on removing a product from the cart. So once the user clicks on remove, we need to remove this product from the cart. So to do this, we need to activate this button. So let me head on over to the project and work on it. So first of all, in the cart page, remember we have here this remove button and we need to activate this form. So to activate this form, we need to give it a method and action. So the method is going to be post, and the action is going to be the form that's going to delete the product from the cart. So I'm going to say here action, double curly braces, and then root. And then I'm going to name this root remove underscore from underscore cart. And inside that form, first we need to give it the CSRF. I'm going to say at CSRF code, which is going to protect the form. Second, we need to pass the ID, because with the ID we will be able to remove that product. The only unique thing about any product is its ID. By knowing its ID, we will be able to remove that product from the cart. So I'm going to say here input, and then the type is going to be hidden because we want to pass the ID, but we don't want to show that ID. So I'm going to say type hidden, and the name is ID, and the value is the product ID, which is double curly braces, and then product ID. Now we need to create this root, which is remove from cart. So I'm going to head on over to the web. We need to copy these two lines, and then we need to paste them below. However, we need to change here from this to remove underscore from underscore cart, and here we need to say remove from cart, and here as well remove from cart, and here. So if the user tries to remove a product from the cart using a GET request, we will not allow that. We only allow the user to remove a product from the cart using a POST request. Now, the last step is that we need to create the remove from cart function. So to create this function, we need to create it in the cart controller. So I'm going to head on over to the cart controller, and then I'm going to work on this function. So in the cart controller, I'm going to say function, and then I'm going to say remove from cart. And this remove from cart function should take the request. We should say request. And in order to remove something from the cart, we need to get the ID. So to get the ID, we need to say ID is equal to request, and then input ID. And we also need to access the cart. So to access the cart, we already know this. We need to say cart is equal to request session get a cart. But before we get the cart, we need to check whether the cart is empty or not. And to do this, I'm gonna say here request. I'm gonna say here if request session has, if we have a cart, then we can proceed. And now I'm gonna copy this ID and paste it inside this if statement. And then we need here to get the cart. I'm going to say here cart. Now the cart is going to be equal to request, and then session, request session, and then get. And then what we want to get is that we want to get the cart. And finally, we need to remove it from the cart. To remove something from the cart, we need to use the onset function. And this onset function takes the cart and the ID. So we need to say cart ID. This is going to remove the product, its ID and the product itself from the array. And then finally, we need to add that product back to cart, because this is going to remove the product from the cart array. This is an array. However, we need to add the new cart, because this cart, after we call this onset, this cart will have one less product, because this product now has been removed. And to add the new to update the session cart, we need to say request session, and then put, and then we need to put back the cart in the cart key, because now the cart key is has one less product. Finally, we need to call the calculate function because now the cart has one less product. Therefore, we need to recalculate the total. So we need to say calculate total cart, and then we need to pass the request. And outside this if statement, we just need to return. I'm going to say return, and then we return to the cart. And we are good to go. Now, whenever the user deletes something, whenever the user clicks on the remove function, whenever the user clicks on remove button, this function will be called. So let me now save everything and test. So let me now test. First, I'm gonna here refresh the cart, and then I'm gonna remove this product. I'm gonna click on remove, and as you can see, the product has been removed from the cart. Let me try one more time. I'm gonna here go back to the home page and try to add another product, for example this product, just to make sure that everything is working. So let me click here on remove, and it's working. So now the user will be able to remove any meal from the cart.